Welcome back to another episode. This is part 2. Today we're going to start insulating the canopy. I got some foil board here from Bunnings. It was 40 bucks a sheet. So hopefully this little bit of air gap and then the timber on the front and the back should insulate the canopy and save me some battery life. Before I didn't really have anything in there, and obviously I had the rooftop tent which gave it some insulation, but there was nothing sort of on the front or the back. So I'm hoping with the front and the back, and I'll probably insulate the roof as well, we should be pretty sorted and it will be awesome. So I'm going to get started with that. I'll show you what to do. I think all I need is a Stanley knife, Necco pen and tape measure, but we'll find out. I could have not got what I needed. Everything that I buy and do, I'll list in the video. So if you want to get it, you can go and grab it. I might even put the links in the description, and yeah. So I'll show you inside the canopy. So we're going to insulate each section. It's kind of hard to see. Okay. So I'm going to insulate that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and then hopefully the roof as well. I do have the big boy up there, so it's sort of insulated to begin with. So mainly I want to insulate this, possibly even the door panels, especially on this side, just because this is where the fridge will sit. But yeah, so I'm going to get a tape measure, measure these up, cut them a little bit bigger, and then probably stick them down with some silicone and clean that. Like that. So I've got this one in here now. So that's the first piece in. It's actually tight in there, so I'm not even going to bother gluing these in. That does work better if you have an air gap, but I think with the front, because I'm going to put a piece of timber in front of it, I'm probably just going to put it hard up against it. We'll see how I go with the top. It might have an air gap, should have an air gap, but we'll see how we go. This is pretty firm in there, like it's gonna be pretty hard to get it out, so I'm gonna leave it like that and do the whole thing. So that's my second piece cut. It's wedged in there. I'm not too worried about how this is gonna look because I'm gonna put timber across here, across the back. I'm also worried about these top ones, but for now, that's pretty hard in there. That's not going anywhere. Just like that, another piece done. And basically it's just rinse and repeat. We're going to do all of this, all on the back. You can make it look pretty if you want. I've seen people stick carpet to it. I've seen people cut it nicer than I have. I'm just using the Stanley knife. I'm getting something in there so it's insulated. And then, you know, So, we've got the main sections done across here. I just need to poke the hole through for my solar cable, which is up there, and do these little bits here. So I should be able to cut all 4 of them pretty easily, the front and the back. And then we've got these long panels up the top. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with those yet, but see how we go. So, there we go. We've got the front done. We got the back done. You couldn't pull that stuff out if you tried. It's not going anywhere. It's good. Front and back are now insulated. Yes, I don't have air gaps, but I don't really care. I'm trying to decide now if I'm going to do the roof or the doors. The roof has the rooftop tent on it, so it's probably not so bad. Doors have nothing, so I might need to stick some stuff on here. We'll see how it goes. So we're back. It's another day. We're working on the insulation. I put it out to the Instagram. There's a few people that said to put it on the doors, a few that said to put it on the roof. But I've decided ultimately I'm just going to stick it on the roof because the doors I can access later. So I'm just going to get rid of what I have left. We'll stick it to the roof. Probably going to paint it black so I don't have to put any ply or anything over it. And then hopefully today we'll start putting the front and back headboards on. I've got the carpet and the plyboard behind me. I've already marked out my floorboard. We'll cut it, we'll paint it, we'll stick it into place. So 2 sheets of foil board did the front board, the back board and the roof. If I want to do the doors I will have to buy another sheet, but it is what it is. So I went out to Bunnings and bought one of these knives because I want the cuts to be as clean as possible. So I Google searched how to cut it better, and it said to use a knife that extends all the way out like this and just slice it on a bit of an angle. So I've propped it up. I'll get the straight bit of timber and we'll just slice it through. Hopefully it should work a bit better than what I was doing yesterday. Heaps better. Not a tear at all. So if we have a look, they all fit in there. I'm probably going to put a data silicon on this one and data silicon on this one just because the setup doesn't hold up. It's mainly because I didn't really have I was a couple of mil short. The middle one's fine, but these two are just a little bit smaller. They still fill in the whole space. They're just not tight in there, so I'll put a data silicon in the middle of this one, push it up. Do the same with that one, but I'm thinking I'm going to pull these down and paint these, probably because I'm not really going to put anything on the roof. Maybe at a later date, but I don't plan on putting any timber up there at the moment, trying to save on weight and whatnot. So yeah, stick this up and I'll put some, probably paint it. I could put some carpet on if I had any spare, but I don't think I will. We'll see how we go. It's a bit windy today, but I got some matte black spray paint. I'm going to give it a spray and see how it goes, and then hopefully it works. With spray paint, it's all about light coats. I learned this the hard way. The amount of times I've tried to spray paint something and I've just gone hard on it and it's dripped everywhere and looked disgusting is a lot. So we're just going to spray it light coats. Like, that's dry already, I only just sprayed it a couple of minutes ago. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. It's a fair bit of contrast between the two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of dabs of silicone on this, stick this to the roof. And I'll paint that one, and I'll paint that one. Sweet. That's the roof done. Quite a bit cooler in here than it is outside in the sun. It's a bit unusual because it's a black canopy. Usually when I climb in here I'm sweating my ringer off, but at the moment this isn't too bad. So hopefully this helps. That's the plan. So that's it for the insulation. We've got the roof in, we've got the headboard, backboard. Not going to worry about the doors for now. Thanks for watching. Tune in for the next episode. I'm going to do the timber and the carpet, and then hopefully we should be able to put everything else back in. Thanks.